let's talk about something different. We are flooded by the news about climate protection, global warming. On the other hand, we have new potentialities, new technologies, artificial intelligence, satellite internet, Internet of Things. And I am sometimes confused about the changes happen in our current era and how we can deal with them. If you have the same challenge and you seek to have something which can cover our fun and be a practical learning by doing, which is useful for us and also for our children, which changes our mentality in a positive way, and to also impact our planet in this hard situation, accompany me, please, to the end of this podcast. I would like to talk about an idea, a unique idea which can contribute to have all these aspects, and we can do this together. The idea, shortly to say, is reducing carbon footprint of data computing by relocating data processors, big data processors into eco-friendly islands. It seems strange, but I would like to tell it before. Let's go how we can do this. Data processors are responsible for 2% of carbon footprints worldwide. Okay? Let me scale this number for you. 2% of carbon footprint equals the whole aviation industry worldwide. I mean, all the aircrafts. Now we know that it is a big number. I don't know how we neglect this industry. First of all, it might be that this industry contributes us to have a more eco-friendly lifestyle because the product of this industry is data which is clean, which is not physical, is not pollutive, and we need this industry. This is a very important pivotal column of our era to reach our goals and to develop and to protect ourselves and our communities. Unlike aviation industry and car industry, this industry is silent. It doesn't produce smoke, or it's very this the CPUs, which are the cells of these industries to process data, are very silent in comparison with aircrafts and cars. And they are not directly in front of our eyes. Again, I like aircrafts and cars. And this difference contributes that the focus over those two industries is much more than data processing industry. What I want to talk about is not to go this time, instead of blocking the streets and blocking runways of airports, this time go to break the computers or data centers. No. Today I would like to reveal a specific potentiality of this industry, which can contribute to reduce the carbon footprint and also support other industries to develop eco-friendly infrastructures. The advantage of data processing is their product, which is not physical, it's data. Data also doesn't need to be transported. Within internet, it can be transferred easily and quick, worldwide. And we can use this advantage. It means that data processors just need internet and electricity. And this electricity is the main role, plays the main role of carbon footprint of data processing. As I mentioned, data processors are not creating directly carbon footprint, but the electricity that they utilize is carbon heavy. And this carbon heavy electricity is responsible for this pollution. Coming back to the specification of mm, unnecessity to be exactly located on a specific place or location. It means that data processors don't care where they are. If they have internet and they have electricity, they can function. The question is that, okay, is there any location that when we put data processors there, they can use clean electricity and have internet? So therefore, they will not generate carbon footprint and pollution. The answer is yes, we have such locations. And these locations are also neglected. Eco-friendly islands. Eco-friendly islands are those islands that generate their electricity using wind turbines, solar cells, biogas, or even the wave energy. Some of these islands, for example, Pellworm here in Germany, even generate surplus clean electricity. And now, from this stage, they confront a challenge because they have to transmit this surplus electricity to someone who can consume it. In this case, they scavenge the floor of North Sea with a large construction project and put cables there to feed German mainland with the surplus clean electricity of this island. And you know, in addition to constructive costs, there are a lot of maintenance costs there. Okay. We have an island with surplus clean electricity which feeds mainland. So we have here in the middle wasted a lot of costs for this transmission. Coming back to the data processors, they are flexible about their location. They just need electricity and internet. Nowadays, we have satellite internet which covers every corner of islands like Pellworm. Suppose if we, or not we, if the companies who have data centers relocate their data centers to Pellworm to use their clean surplus electricity. This is a win-win agreement. This is something that helps both sides to reduce their costs and contribute on a positive impact on our planet. What we want to do is to promote this idea, and not only on this case of Pellworm, to propagate this culture that relocation of data processors into islands, eco-friendly islands, can contribute to reduce carbon footprint. And this community is something that we call smart community. And we will talk about why it's smart. Smart is abbreviation of specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bounded. This community needs members who are interested to participate. And the participation must be fast, easy, clear, transparent, and reliable. And I would like to invite you to join this community to promote the idea of relocating data processors to eco-friendly islands. This is a smart community. Why? Because SMART is abbreviation of specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bounded. It is specific. The target of this community is reducing carbon footprint in long term. In mid-term, is to relocating data, promoting the relocation of data processors to eco-friendly islands, and in short term is to develop its community to reach the capability of promotion. Our milestone on this short-term objective is 100,000 subscribers. These are our short-term, mid-term, and long-term specific objectives. Going to the next letter of this abbreviation, which is M, measurable. This framework is designed so that your activity as the community member will be measurable. How? We use blockchain technology to achieve this. Each of you can use the specific app of this YouTube channel in order to receive a token. The time and date that you receive your first token shows you which ranking you have in the community members, and the number of tokens that you gather shows how effective you participated in the development of early stage of our short-term first objective, which was developing the community. And this role will be never forgotten. We will issue a ranking of our early subscribers and we'll remember it forever as contributors of this new idea. And it helps us to make our activity measurable and to assess who contributes and how much contributes. On the other hand, for the next stage in our midterm objective, which is promotion of relocating data processors, we will count and make documentaries and reports about any company which does it based on our promotions and help them to be shown on our community as a part of their branding. And at the end, we will use technology for our long-term objective to calculate and assess how much carbon footprint will be reduced. It means that on this chain of objectives, we can calculate with data, numbers, and fact how impactful is our community, including you and me, to reduce carbon footprint of data processing without any conflict, without blaming, without blocking streets or blocking airport runways. Let's go to the second letter of SMART. To the third letter of SMART, which is achievable. Our objectives are achievable. The short-term objective is to reach 100,000 subscribers. This is achievable, but if it becomes achievable is dependent on you. If you decide to contribute and participate, this is achievable. If you start to gain your first token and share it with your friends who are interested to participate in a smart new solution, it is achievable. And I think you could leave impact. Will not push you to do this, but request to continue with me to see how we can achieve our goals. This is our first milestone, reaching 100,000 subscribers to be able to leave influence on the companies and owners of data processors. In the next stage, in the midterm target, after achieving 100,000 subscribers, we can take the companies into the game. This is also a feasible objective. The companies needs branding, and when you have a strong and loyal community with a very clear objective and a structured process, this is possible to take them into the game and reach the second target, which is our midterm target. Relocate step by step more and more data processors to eco-friendly islands. And we have such eco-friendly islands, for example, here in Germany. And data centers doesn't require a big infrastructure to be installed. I mean, everything is feasible. We can install them in, for example, per worm. And our long-term objective is 100% achieved when we reach the second midterm objective, which is relocation of data processors to eco-friendly islands to reduce their carbon footprint. It means that we reduce the carbon footprint, and the question is that how much we reduce this carbon footprint. It depends how in a cycle we increase the community numbers and data and facts. So this idea is achievable. Let's go to the fourth letter, which is relevant. Are these components interrelated together? I let it to be answered by you. Just make a review if our short-term, mid-term, and long-term objectives are interrelated. In the other subjects, we talked about data processing, carbon footprint, and the advantage of data processors, which is their product data, and they are not reliant on location, and they just need electricity and internet. On the other hand, data eco-friendly islands, they need consumers, clean consumers for their clean surplus electricity. Are these things interrelated? They are. And I'm interested to hear also your comments about this matter. And time bound. Time bound means that we should define when we reach these targets. The first short-term objective could not be time bounded in our project. It depends on your interest. How much you find this idea interesting, do you like to contribute or not? I hope that you will contribute, and I'm pretty sure that we will have a funny and interesting process of learning by doing together from the point zero. What I have to add is this idea is some sort of fun, because I will report you about the progress of the process. This is a challenge. We start from point zero, from nothing, just an idea with a framework, a plan, and a structure. The fuel of this idea is you and me. We should spark it and enjoy our seeding and watch how it grows. If you are in, Please subscribe and join me. I also emphasize, please use the link in the description to earn your first token, because it is very important the date and time that you start your participation, and try to share the link. Be sure that this application doesn't require any kind of information from you. It's completely 100% reliable. The only thing that you need is your valid address to have the token, to own the token, and to have a verification code shown on this video randomly in some place to submit in the application. You will submit just 2 parameters, not more. And after that, you will receive a referral code, which is unique for you. And this referral code is your reference of participation forever. Please start this process, and it would be great if I have your comments. If you want to put questions, how it works, how it could be in the future, and let's discuss, let's engage. We have to develop the discussion, and I'm pretty sure that with this contribution, we can leave an impact. Thank you very much, and see you later.